In the garage, there's Sprite, Coke, Dr. Pepper, and I think root beer. No, actually A&W.
I've never heard of RC root beer. It's usually A&W or mug root beer.
Or just root.
Nope, never had to do that lifestyle choice.
My girl got really into root beer because Dr. Pepper's not really a thing in the North. Like they don't fuck with Dr. Pepper really. You can't really get it out at restaurants.
It's like only in the grocery store.
Yeah, and it's like only just like the regular Dr. Pepper. Like here we have like 30 flavors of Dr. Pepper. Over there it's like he can get like Dr. Pepper and like Diet Dr. Pepper. They don't even have like the Dr. Pepper Zero. Like they don't give a fuck about Dr. Pepper.
Also in the North, it's hard to get sweet tea. Like nobody.
Like our sweet tea, yeah.
Like even here, where like you go to McDonald's and just ask for a sweet tea. It's like coming right up.
Yeah, they know exactly what you're talking about.
I was in Chicago and was like, yeah, sweet tea, and they're like, we got unsweet tea, and I was like, this is the worst place in America. Is this because of Lori Lightfoot? Is this why there's no sweet tea?
Yeah, she was just like looking at it all bug-eyed, and then the bug that was on the sweet tea saw her, and then they had a baby. That's all you need. I hope we're not recording right now.
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, we are. All right, guys. Just want to let y'all know, in solidarity with all the writers and actors strikes right now, we are going to be stopping the podcast right now. We're clicking pause, and we're just going to have a regular conversation, just as friends hanging out. That's not recorded.
Well, I was going to say that it's because of the writer strike. It's their fault that this is going to be a bad show this week.
Yeah, we need our writers to write good bits for us.
Yeah, our writers
were striking early for like 12 episodes.
Since episode 0, they've been striking.
You need more ladies and alternative lifestyle people.
Well, if that's the case, then when they were working, it was also bad.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why no one liked any of the shows that were coming out. All the movies are doing bad. There's a reason like Barbie's like the best movie in the world right now.
Has anybody seen Barbie?
No, not yet. I saw Mission Impossible, though. It rocked.
I did see Barbie. I wore pink to Barbie. I was a team player.
Nice, cool. How was Barbie?
It was not good, man.
Oh, yeah?
No, it was beautiful, like cinematically. Like it was a very aesthetically pleasing movie, but like even the identity politics aside, like it was just... I'm worried for the state of media because this is very highly acclaimed and like good reviewed movie, and it's like it shouldn't be. I don't know other way to say that other than it almost feels like they did the most perfect mass marketing campaign to where everybody involved in this movie was just going to be like, we dare you to say it's bad. We dare you to fall on the sword of like being socially ostracized to say this movie is bad.
They did do like a perfect job of marketing. It's everywhere. It's on like all the like the side pieces for like Roku and like every like house flipping thing. They have like kind of a Barbie type episode, and even like the progressive commercials. They have like a Barbie thing on there.
But cross proportional is not new.
Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj did the main song for it. Like it's.
Yeah.
I would say Dua Lipa is the main song.
I didn't even know that existed.
Because like her song is the one that's actually in the movie. The other ones aren't even in the movie. But
My Heart Will Go On is the theme song of Titanic. It's not in the movie.
Yes, it is.
It's at the ending credits.
But then the instrumental is when they're fucking in the car in the storage.
Well, Leo finished too early and it didn't start fast enough.
So my main complaint with the Barbie movie is that they did
Barbie's 35.
She has no genitals. That's my main complaint.
Dude, but I saw Mission Impossible, though. Yeah, that shit fucking rocked. That's why, like, I do think movies are here to stay, and they're kind of perfect.
No, those are... Because that's a situation where it's like South Park. Like, it's grandfathered in. That's a movie from, 2000 originally?
Because if you could say this weekend was good for the fact of, like, both Barbie and Oppenheimer... These are not franchise films. Now, Barbie's a part of a very popular IP, but this is their first media thing.
So that still counts, though.
No, it doesn't.
It His name identity is the point.
The thing about this is like, so it's not a it's the first group of films, because I believe this is like the best weekend for films since like the Avengers Endgame.
Oh wow! So it's like before COVID.
Yes, basically,
Okay.
like they're saying it's returning to those levels, and they're both original features that is not like a sequel or based off of like a prior media franchise.
Well, that's good.
I guess, but it might just be a flash in the pan to begin with.
It's probably. I mean, they had to market the shit out of these movies for months to get this much hype.
Also, I've never seen a Mission Impossible film, so whatever you say about
Oh,
Mission Impossible is going to
neither.
be
No,
go
you're
over my
missing
head.
out. Mission Impossible movies fucking rock. But I'd say like this too: the first few, not that good. Like I think like Ghost Protocol on, like literally they rock so fucking hard.
I haven't
love
seen
Mission
most of those
Impossible.
movies where there's like 19 installments of them. I literally
Yeah.
seen only like Fast and Furious I saw was the second one, which apparently has
Oh, is that the-
nothing to do
yeah.
with any of the other ones
No,
really.
no.
And
And it
it's
might-
Tokyo Drift, and it's just all Asians drifting in
Yeah.
Nissan Maximas.
Yeah. I think, dude, like when I saw Mission Impossible, like it felt just like, it was good, but it just did feel like, like a very like good, well done, standard action movie. But, honestly, not that many people went to the theaters this weekend to see it. I think everyone was
Was that
pretty much
opening
there
weekend?
for Barbie, yeah. And I think honestly Barbie probably I think like, it has more hype behind it than Oppenheimer. Like people definitely are going to
course.
see
Yeah, of
Oppenheimer
course.
too.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
they are.
Oppenheimer did well, but it only did like a third of what Barbie did.
Yeah, like Barbie's the big movie because people, I think, like who wanted to see Oppenheimer, a lot of them did end up seeing Barbie too. But not everyone who's seeing Barbie is gonna also see Oppenheimer. Like you're not gonna take your 6-year-old daughter also to Oppenheimer, and the sex jokes are gonna fly over her head there too.
There's a scene in Oppenheimer where like he's doing a testimony and it's revealed through the testimony that he was having an affair, and his wife Emily Blunt is just picturing him fucking that woman in the chair. Like it looks like he's still in the chair, just now all nude with his what was his like ex-fiance in the film. And just like he's giving answers while he's fucking this woman. Like that's what her mind went to.
Damn, how trash is the pussy that you're giving your testimony during sex? Like this doesn't even faze me at all. So what was the mission in Mission Impossible? You had to get something on top of the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
when
he's your
like
height?
60,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was
Yeah,
what?
it was mission not breaking his back while he was bending over to pick up Withers like a little caramel that he dropped on the floor.
Mission
These
Impossible.
old jokes are gonna be kind of fall flat because like, the president's 99 years old. Okay,
Yeah, and
So-
everyone makes fun of him too. What's your point?
Well, no, dude. Honestly, Tom Cruise is in better shape than all of us put together. To be honest, like he can and does a lot, and he really did just like rock in this movie. Like, basically, this movie was about AI and how AI now is able to just be a bad guy in of itself. There was an algorithm that the U.S. made to like basically become a ghost, so it could sneak onto other like countries' military like.
isn't that also just Ultron? Ultron was AI.
It's kind of like Ultron, I guess. I mean, but like it's Ultron also had to be like this like machine. Like this was just like it's an algorithm that can just like be in anything, but it's also can then delete itself once it's there. So like it's there, but then it removes itself. So all you know is that it was there, but you don't know like what it took, what it did, or where it is now. So it's a ghost.
So in the Barbie movie, the way they explain how the worlds connect from like Barbie Land to the real world, they were very lazy. But they were doing the thing to where we know we're being lazy and we're just going to acknowledge we're being lazy, and that's supposed to be the joke.
Oh, okay.
To where there's one scene where Will Ferrell's like in a meeting freaking out that Barbie has crossed over because apparently once she has done that, everybody at Mattel like acknowledges that this is something that can happen. Like they're not dumbfounded. There's no amount of nonplus energy from any of them. They're just
They've
like
all been just like waiting for this to happen.
the,
but
matter of fact,
it
it's
never
happened
worked.
again. Like they have some other niche toy. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but there was some spin-off of Barbie called Skipper, and literally what the toy was is you just like rotate its arm and its breast got bigger. And that toy got recalled so fast.
Damn, dude.
But they make up a fake story about how apparently that had happened, where the skipper had crossed over into the real world back in the 80s. But nobody noticed because it's just Skipper.
And that's how boob jobs got invented.
I didn't know there was their own land. Like, I don't know anything about this movie. It was their own land. White people just had to make their own Wakanda, didn't they? They just couldn't let things be left alone.
There's black people in Barbie Land. There's Black Barbie.
But predominantly, what is it?
No Amy Schumer.
I told you they ran out of film.
They actually never got to the filming part with her, which I'm glad. I'm glad that we'll never have her B footage come out one day.
So she was just pre-production like person.
No, it was like script development still. And then I'm trying to remember what it was like. There was amount of work because Mattel's like allowing this movie to happen, and there's some amount of like shitting on their product they're allowing to take place because it's like, hey, we get it, Barbie's been controversial from time to time, and we're going to acknowledge that in the film.
Yeah.
But Amy Schumer essentially wanted to like completely, like just hold the Barbie line to the fire, and then Mattel's like,
I'm
you know,
sure
this is still our toy that we're still selling millions of each year.
I mean, I know that Amy Schumer Barbie basically
Barney movie.
Yeah, Amy Schumer's gonna be Barney. That's what she's gonna be now. But
I love food. Food loves me. Anyway, go ahead.
But like if Amy Schumer was gonna be Barbie, she just would have been Amy Schumer as Barbie. Like, oh, I'm Barbie, and you thought I was this like great Barbie. I also have sex, and I'm chubby. And men like it.
Well, they were good. It wasn't going to be Margot Robbie, but they're basically going to have the Margot Robbie style Barbie in the Barbie movie. Because in the Barbie land, there's all the different kinds of Barbie. There's, so Margot Robbie's called stereotypical Barbie because she's like the generic Barbie. And the Amy Schumer version was apparently going to be she's gross Barbie. But apparently, gross Barbie is apparently the best Barbie, and then what would have been the Margot Robbie Barbie of her movie would have been like the villain. That was gonna be, that was gonna be like her Darth Vader in the film.
So basically,
that makes sense.
Oh, like she's the woman that upholds like certain like beauty standards or whatever, and like we shouldn't do that, and
unattainable
whatever stuff.
Okay. Unattainable physique.
Like if we're
I
at
mean,
the
I
point
could
where
see
like
that
if
being
we're at the
a
point where
movie
like
that
Margot
made-
Robbie is like considered an unattainable beauty standard, like what do we like? She's pretty, but let's not act like she's like stunningly gorgeous.
I mean,
I think she's.
dude,
I think she's very pretty.
Doesn't she look almost exactly like Jamie Presley to you though?
I didn't think. That
Jane
till
Presley's
now.
also very pretty too. To me, like, yeah, dude, like, I don't know. I still think like Margot Robbie, like, maybe she's not everybody's type, but like, I think
But the thing that I'm more so talking about is when people talk about unrealistic beauty standards, it's more so body wise, because you're born with your face. There's nothing you can do with your face. I think they're talking more.
You
so
can
like
lose weight for
body-wise.
your face to be better though.
Sure, but unless you're like full on obese, it's not really affecting your face that much.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I could see that probably being a movie. I would like to see Amy Schumer as Barney, though. I think that would be awesome. Well,
He wants to
Barney's
circle
all
back
supposed to
around.
be like black, right? Like the guy who like played Barney was a black
One of them was
guy.
black.
Oh, only one of them was black.
Yeah, he was black, and now he does like masturbation therapy for women.
Oh, that's awesome. That rocks,
He literally like shows women how to finger themselves
dude.
Like, oh, you're not doing it right. Let me do it.
That's
with
a small
with the purple with the
the
purple Barney.
I was wondering why
you're getting
purple
felt in my
dildos were getting
pussy.
so popular.
I thought the "I Love You" song was the Barney theme song. Apparently, the Barney theme song was like some parody of like Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yeah, it was.
Damn, it was. How did I think about
Barney was a dinosaur.
Now he is a
I didn't say
And
that
he
it
likes-
was not me. I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
I did not touch your kids.
Oh no, he was the only one that wasn't a pedophile.
I definitely
Yeah,
also
he-
didn't
like
get
that-
drunk on the job.
That was why. No, he definitely did that.
I know.
That
That's why
was
I'm saying it.
like he was just every version of Barney. Just for some reason was just a raging alcoholic. One of them supposedly, and now this is still a rumor, but supposedly one of them got so shit faced and mad at the entire production that when they were on break, he just like spray painted the entire set. They had to like close production for a whole week to clean it up.
Damn.
And I think that's probably what got that Barney fired and switched out. The thing is like if you're Barney, like anybody can be in that suit. Matter of fact, it was several like they just needed a kind of tall guy to be in the suit, but they had the same voice actor the entire time.
Oh, really?
Because it was just a dub over.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you are so non-essential for this role. Like, there's no, you are Barney the Dinosaur. Until Amy Schumer does it.
Yeah.
She's going to make it hers.
Then it's going to be art. It's going to get 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. Did people...
Lena Dunham's going to play BJ.
Yeah. And she's going to actually
the yellow one.
And she's going to actually give BJ.
Lena Dunham.
No, she'd be Baby Bop. At least.
No,
at
she's
least
not pretty enough to play Brady Bop.
Baby Bop was 3.
Exactly.
And she's not
in
pretty.
dinosaur years, though. What's the conversion for dinosaur years?
I think 3 million or something.
Timothy Chalamet's going to play Betty Bop or Baby Bop or whatever the fuck it was.
I could actually definitely see that.
It's definitely not going to be who was Spider-Man? What's his name?
Tobey Maguire?
No,
the new one.
Come on, old man.
Tom Holland?
The newer Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Yeah.
We're gonna get a 60-year-old man to
Drake
play
Bell.
Baby Bop.
No, because apparently he just did some gay movie where he just got fucked in the ass, and he's like, I'm gonna take a year off from acting for a while because like everyone's killing him on the internet.
Wait, Tom Holland did?
Yeah.
What movie was that?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
It was on Pornhub.
Spider-Man 4.
Spider-Man foursome.
So
This what is it? The Sinister. Was the when all the bad guys team up against Spider-Man? What's it called?
The Webs of the Sinister Six.
Well, that's a Sinister Sex.
Yeah,
Okay,
Sinister Sex. Hell
there you
yeah.
go. It's getting sticky.
that's the tagline for the movie.
Let's get sticky.
Let's get sticky.
But yeah, because Zendaya just put out that trailer where she's getting double teamed.
I know, but
And
see,
then-
that movie got delayed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
And
Because
then-
the writer's strike.
Because the writer's strike.
Then
and also
right
they just
after-
couldn't find like there was so much cum in that movie that there wasn't enough tape to hold it all.
It got all over the script, so I had to rewrite it.
That was exactly when the writer strike happened. Like I was just about to put pen to paper. Like
Shit.
I'm on strike. Should we cross the picket line and be scabs for the Writers Guild and just create just more terrible movies?
We can just like get like ChatGPT to like write scripts for us.
No, but then we wouldn't be on the credits.
Well,
I don't think scab.
I don't think they're allowed to get scabs.
Ah.
Because right now I heard that they're actually, what we should do is we should spend a lot of Mo's money right now to make an indie film. Because apparently what they're going to do if this takes too long is they're going to start buying indie films and releasing them under their own like domain. Like Universal's just going to buy an indie film.
An Indian film.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what they're probably do. They just what if we just get nothing but Bollywood films for the next 2 years?
Well, that's what's gonna happen. Is I think like they're gonna get like a lot of like Bollywood, maybe like some like Chinese films, and then just do dubs of them. That's what everyone Korean.
Is voice actors in the Screen Actors Guild?
I think they're trying to like make them that way, but like I don't know.
Because most are just paid scale. Like it's basically if you're not Tom Kenny, you're just paid scale.
I think like there might be like a voice actors guild, but I don't know if they're like connected with like SAG. To be honest, I'm
Connected
not
to
sure.
saggy titties.
The saggy tats. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think you know, like, is this podcast that we're doing right now? Is this cool with the strike? Or are we?
Oh
doing
yeah,
anything?
none of this was pre-written.
Okay, yeah. No, I just want to let y'all know, like,
That's why.
we
Don't
support,
blame us.
We support all our writers. They're striking right now.
We stand with unions.
We stand with them.
We stand with unions by not doing any work.
Yeah, we don't do any work. I'm sorry, our episodes are going to probably get worse in quality from this point. I know you all, we're just appreciating all the high quality from all of the work that we've done, but I think, you know, we have to do what we have to do and support a good cause.
Oh yeah, nobody's listening right now.
Oh yeah,
We're already 25 minutes in.
We're in the dead zone.
This is the Guy-Light Zone.
If you made it this far into the podcast, you are gay.
In a world where nobody listens to your podcast.
So this world.
In podcast, nobody can hear you talk.
Once you make it past 90 seconds. We really could just like do it. We could even like plot to kill the president right now, and like no one. Even if like the FBI was like listening, 90 seconds, and they're like, "Oh man, this shit sucks. These guys are fucking sad." Meanwhile, he gets like 25 seconds, just detailed plans. Like, all right, Brandon's gonna land at 7 a.m. Malcolm's gonna land at 8:45.
He's gonna download child pornography by 8:50.
He's gonna access.
How would that kill the president?
He's gonna access from a VPN.
You're just on break, okay? What you do with your time is you do with your time.
You really show it to the president and like stop his heart.
He's like, "That's my granddaughter."
That's what I should be doing.
He's gonna be like, "That's my photo."
That's me.
How'd you get on my computer? Hey Jack, how'd you get on my computer? President Jerry Seinfeld.
That is the new like new age Clockwork Orange. You just
Yeah.
tie him up and make him watch his own CP.
Yeah.
Is this CP of him as a child or just whatever he had as
He
CP?
did.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because we know.
Nobody likes watching game tape.
Remember
He doesn't like
um,
watching game tape properly.
remember of they were honoring Paul McCartney at the White House, and Jerry Seinfeld was one of the speakers. And during the speech, Jerry's like, you know, the Beatles had such memorable tracks, such as I forget the name of the song, but that's that song where she's like, she's just 17, you know what I mean. And then
Yeah.
Jerry has the audacity to go, no, we don't know what you mean, Paul McCartney. Jerry,
I
know-
do, but they don't because they're not cool like you and me. And then he just daps up Paul McCartney. She had big titties, didn't she?
I'm trying to see what she looks like now. Oh wow, still good. She's 48.
She's 48 now?
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought she'd be only
That
like
was
42.
That was 98.
Maybe she was older than we thought. Nah.
Well, then there's no point then.
No.
Yeah.
No one would talk.
No, she was definitely like 17, and then Jerry Seinfeld was like 30, 39 years old.
25 years ago. So that's-
Maybe we're just old now.
Maybe.
You're about to be 30 in a month.
Yeah. I think less, honestly, at this point.
Yep.
Yep.
3 more weeks.
Yep. Join the 30 gang with you guys. We're all old now.
Sorry about that.
It sucks.
With me. He's about to be 32. He's about to be really fucking old.
Yeah, it's all the same.
He's a very fucking old man.
It's all the same thing now, dude. We're just gonna die. It's over.
Look, he had to bring out his readers to look at these titties.
Not at that size. I don't have to.
So this is kind of off topic, but I was telling Malcolm before you came over that there was just a thing that I was like laughing at about what if somebody like thought that like didn't know that missionary work had to do with Christianity, and they thought it was just like doing missionary. So it's just like, you know, somebody like telling like you know, like somebody they knew at work. They're kind of trying to brag, like, "Hey, yeah, you know, like after work, I'm about to head over to the youth center. I'm gonna do some missionary work with some kids." And the guy's like, "Oh my God, what?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then like next week, we're gonna all head down to South America together on a plane. We're gonna go and like build some houses, and I think we're gonna do some missionary work with some of the children out there.
I'm just what can I say? I just love putting smiles on kids' faces.
And then just, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, and then after that, we're going to go to the old folks' home. And I think, you know, we're going to do they're going to get some attention paid to them because I don't think they get enough. And we're just going to do missionary work all together.
Jesus Christ, man, it's a lot of missionary work. Does it only have to be missionary work? Like, can you do a little doggy work? do a little reverse work?
Can you do some cowgirl work?
No, you do reverse cowgirl. He does regular cowgirl. He likes to see the titties.
Yeah.
You say that, and I just imagine him doing the reverse cowgirl. I'm like, he's
just bouncing on it.
Do you guys want me to ruin the Barbie movie for you more?
I'm not gonna watch it. So
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
So, like I said, they do a very lazy thing of connecting the worlds. Again, like Will Ferrell's just like, okay, yeah, that's what it was. So when they find out that she crosses over, an assistant's like, oh, so is Barbie Land like an alternate universe? Is it a place where your imagination comes to life? And Will Ferrell's like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, that's how they explain what this is. Like, it's very fucking lazy. Anyway, the movie ends with it ends with her wanting to become human, so she grows a vagina.
Oh wow!
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Literally, the end of the movie is her getting her first gynecology exam.
I like this Pinocchio. I'm a real bitch. I saw some commercial where it was just like Ken just being like kind of patronizing to like some lady doctor. And I was like, no one talks like that. Or they just act like girls can't be doctors. No one talks like that.
Well, there's a scene when they cross over, and they're obviously dressed ridiculous because they have these bright pastel colors on, and everybody's like looking at them and they're laughing at them, and then the guys are ogling Barbie, and then she's like, they don't know what to do with this attention because Ken, who comes from Barbie Land, nobody looks at Ken. And he's like, I don't know, I kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy all the attention. And Barbie's like, I don't know, it vaguely feels threatening. It's just they're trying to do some very, very vague rape metaphor for this. And then there's literally a construction crew that starts hitting on Barbie. And it's like, I don't know what world you live in where men are trying to talk to women. That doesn't exist anymore.
We got rid of all the unions.
Yeah, we're afraid of them now because of TikTok.
Yeah.
And she just immediately dismisses them because she knows that they're doing like double entendres. Like they're literally doing old school like pickup lines. Like, if I told you had a hot body, would you hold it against me? That's one of the lines in the film. And then Barbie's just
There's
like,
not that many Italians anymore to do stuff like that.
since the genocide, the Italian genocide,
The Italian genocide of getting
the
rid of all
Jersey Shore, the Jersey Shore massacre.
Exactly.
You got a mirror in your pocket? Because I want to stab you.
This is on Santa Monica Beach. Where this is all happening,
All right.
and literally she just was like, I understand that you're trying to do some sort of innuendo. I just like to let you know that it's useless because I do not have a vagina and he does not have a penis. We do not have genitals. And then the construction crew's like, okay, that's fine. Like they don't. There is
You
no
got
good
titties
dialogue.
in a mouth. And no asshole.
Her titties probably don't have nipples though. They're probably just blank.
But I'm saying you could fuck them,
They're blank.
so you could still fuck the titties.
I mean,
They're probably plastic like the real girl anyway.
you don't need nipples
Plastic
to do a tit
titties.
job.
I know.
You're a titty.
That would look weird though.
You're a titty half full kind of guy.
That's Barbie too. You said she went and got a vagina.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
just,
I
she just
took
goes to Miami. Goes on Fresh and Fit.
She's on a boat. Yeah, she's a perfect.
Actually, I think women can have careers. I've been saying that for decades.
I've been a doctor. I've been a lawyer. I've been the president.
Yeah.
And then Fresh is like, but have you been a wife? You know you don't have a lot of years left.
You're 800 years old. You think that makes you more attracted to guys? Or less attracted?
You're reaching your peak. Meanwhile, me, I'm always getting better. I'm always grinding.
I had a man. I had a fiance. And then what happened with him after that? I got a pussy and I left.
Whore.
I'm on a yacht now.
Also,
You're
I
built
get
with
it.
your value up front. You became 900 years old and you got to go on that yacht. I had to work to get on that yacht.
It's always lawyer Barbie, Dr. Barbie. What's Ken doing? What's he up to, huh?
Stay at home Ken with no kids.
Yeah.
The ending of the movie
What's
is
happening in this
who plays a fucking Ugly Betty? It's like America Forever or something.
Oh yeah, that's it.
She plays like she's apparently the owner of Barbie because they're all tethered to like their dolls outside in the real world.
Oh,
These are all like similar to like other movies. Like you keep saying like different things, like, oh, that's like Pinocchio, oh, that's like Toy Story, oh, that's like just like different things. It makes me
reminded
think
me of Rocky and Bullwinkle Go to Hollywood. Where do you remember where Rocky and Bullwinkle came to life?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember Janine Garofalo was in the movie.
Yeah, doesn't she play like the hot Russian girl?
I don't remember the movie.
That was
very
a long
well.
time ago. Then
I just know that they became CGI like real life characters in the real world.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say it's a combination of like Space Jam and Toy Story.
That's
if I had to
cool.
pick two things.
Oh, that sounds fun.
The original Space Jam.
Not the LeBron James one.
No.
Not Thunderstruck with Kevin Durant.
Nah.
That movie sucks.
No worries.
Never placed a movie. Never said a movie in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
I completely forgot about that.
Never.
That was a deep cut.
Dude, a movie. No movie should be set in Oklahoma.
Not even about the Dust Bowl.
No, shit sucks.
L.A. baby.
Yeah, put it in L.A. Yeah. Well, one thing I thought about like Barbie too is like when she gets a pussy, like just I could imagine like her pussy's just been like closed and just fermenting for all those years. You open it, that's probably ripe as hell.
Is Barbie trans now? Since
Oh, there was a
new
trans
pussy now?
Barbie.
No, but I'm saying like since she's got a new pussy, is she
Yeah.
considered trans now?
Yeah.
Transhuman, I guess, because you're going from
Did
you're
she
going from
also-
toy to person.
Did she also get nipples put on
Well, once
and an asshole?
when she goes to the doctor's appointment, she's like, "I'm here for my first gynecology exam," and the nurse also obviously is like, "But you're like almost 40 years old. What do you mean the first?"
I'm a man.
Well, you know what though? Sometimes I think about like how.
Anyway, but it fades to black when she says that.
Oh yeah.
That's when the credits roll.
Clap,
And
clap,
then
clap,
then
clap,
everyone
clap.
gave a stand.
That's her pussy because she probably has the clap.
And then the
after getting a new pussy.
and then at
God
the
damn, you had this pussy for 1 week. You couldn't hold it clean for. God damn. I told
and
you
then
to
the end
watch out.
credits was Samuel L. Jackson to recruit her pussy into the Avengers.
What
We
was
have
the
a
deal
mission
if
for
you? I told you if you wanted a pussy, what was the deal? I take care of it. And what did you do? I got chlamydia.
I was in a black video.
It was only 3 of them. Calm down.
I needed to make
Jeez.
rent. Okay, I lost my doctor job.
Gosh, being a human's hard. You have to pay for things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sequel is just going to be about Barbie gets an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna be in the theaters. It's gonna be on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the guy that fucked Lena the Plug.
Yeah.
Fucking her.
Man, yeah, that's good. Thanks, Brandon, for sharing Barbie with us. And
I'm trying to think of some other things. I mean, like, because there's a bunch of, like, again, there's a lot of white girl feminism in the entire film.
Yeah.
It was
I
a lot.
heard.
There was a lot of like,
I heard all the girls loved Michael Cera.
yeah, Michael Cera plays some niche toy that apparently was like, he plays a guy named Alan who's a friend of Ken's, and apparently that was a real toy.
Yeah.
Because at the end credits they show you like every character you see is based on a real toy.
Yeah.
But again, a lot of white girl feminism. It was like, hey, girls can do evil capitalism also.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, who's that one bitch who ran Facebook? She was like the second person at Facebook.
The second person on Facebook?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Sheryl Sandberg.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the person who was like the.
She's like COO or something.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
CFO.
All right, yeah. Name sounds familiar.
She was an exhibit, but she was definitely like, she was a part of that video of like, don't call me bossy, I'm the boss.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I remember like when that was the thing.
This all came from that. That's what this entire movie came from.
I've heard of this lady, but I didn't know that's who she was.
You just looked her up?
Yeah, I've heard the name before, but I didn't know who she was. Oh yeah, I definitely know who you're talking about then. 'Cause, yeah, she's part of that like group of people who are like, well, if a guy is like doing whatever, like they're a boss or like they're a G or whatever. Like if a girl is something, they're a bitch. Like no, you act like guys don't call other guys like bitches and stuff. Like they don't hate them. Like
Yeah, like
they
everybody
hate their
hates
bosses
their
too.
boss.
Like what are you talking about?
Everybody
also
hates
hate
their
them.
boss.
Let me try
Yeah,
to
if
find.
a girl does it, she's a bitch. If a guy does, he's a like no, it's not.
He said it this time. This is
No,
the time
that
he
was-
said it.
That was Brandon. He's good.
He
at,
said
he's
it.
good at impressions.
He said the name. He said the word that was.
You do the crime. You do the time.
He
Guys,
said the
any
word that
slurs?
was graffitied over his garage earlier today.
Any slurs said from this point on, we can't blame our writers anymore.
Yes, we can. I got a writer. I got a scab. His name is Tetrazzini, the cat.
I'm going to try to find America Ferrera's speech in the film.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you type in America, that's like the first thing that comes on YouTube. America Ferrera Barbie monologue.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hear it again. I just want to read the words and mouth them as if it was lines to a play I wrote.
If you mouth those words onto a girl's pussy, she comes. She squirts in your mouth.
It was very inconsistent because
You can do anything a man can do.
So do they have a transcript of this? So whenever Ken comes to the real world and he finds out men is in charge, he then goes back to Barbie Land and brings patriarchy with him back to Barbie Land. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, like, it's not terrible.
How could that even be possible? Because I can't imagine there's like even the same amount of guy Barbies or Kens as there are Barbies.
There shouldn't be, but I want to say, yeah, there's an equal amount. But it's very strange because he takes over Barbie's dream house, and then there's a line right before that happens to where when the girl and America Ferrera travel with her back to Barbie Land, they say, so where does Ken live? And then Barbie's like, I don't know. So it's like, is Ken just homeless in Barbie Land? Because they don't live in the dream house with the Barbies. But he comes back and apparently brainwashes all the other Barbies to just, walk around in Playboy bunny suits and, give out drinks and all that. And it just kind of doesn't make sense because the whole point is that you're built this sort of like woman dystopia. Like if you're doing matriarchy over there because there's patriarchy in the real world, right?
Yeah.
So it's like how was Ken just able to walk right back in and be like, men are in charge now?
They had one guy writer just slip in like some dumb bitch theory in there, like women are so easily influenced. Just give it one guy, just like,
yeah, Ken,
you look kind of hot in that bikini, man.
Yeah, Ken's back in Barbie Land for an hour, and then all the Barbies are like, we don't want to win Nobel Prizes anymore for doing bullshit. We just want to give our man a beer. Literally, like, he's just like over, like not even overnight, like over the course of like a lunch break.
Just that's good to know though, in case they ever takes power, we could probably get back in an afternoon. we're letting them take the ground right now, but if we wanted to, we could totally come back.
Well, that's what the Barbies do to the Kens.
Theoretically, you could anyway, because you could beat the shit out of them. Just gotta say it, like. Theoretically, like, if girls are in power, like, legitimately, it's because you let them.
Mm.
This is what I wore.
Oh, you wore some pink sneakers?
Yeah, but do you notice what they're based off of?
Oh, Boo.
Yeah, based off Boo.
Yeah. Nice.
That's some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yep. I was doing pink my way.
My way or the highway.
I did
my gay.
Wait, what are you doing, Usher?
Usher.
I'm doing Limp Bizkit.
He's doing Frank Sinatra.
Oh, that's all I'm asking. Well, you should do Usher then, so we all have a different My Way.
I remember when I was in 6th grade, there was this girl I had a crush on who really liked Usher.
You're like, damn, I have no shot now. She likes Usher.
My aunt worked for a radio station, so I had coincidentally like a lot of just CDs, and one of them was like a signed copy of Usher. Mm-hmm. So I remember bringing it to school thinking she'd notice me listening to it or something, just seeing if we would start a conversation. But the problem is that it did, but I didn't bother to know any of the songs.
I thought you were going to say you're just going to give it to her. Because, like, who cares if it's autograph if you're just listening to it?
No, but we sat next to each other, luckily. So I was just going to, like, put it out on the table.
You got your headphones on, holding up the CD.
Because you remember, like...
Yeah. Look at the cover, 8701, whatever the fuck that album was.
Yes, it was the numbered one where he's like, ah.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, what's your favorite track? And I'm like, fuck, I didn't know there was going to be a pop quiz on this.
I don't know. I like the video where, like, his abs are out, though. That one's pretty good, right? Right? That one was a banger. That had a lot of songs on it. You would know them.
Not at the time.
Because what would you have been, like 9?
No, sixth grade is like 11.
That couldn't have been 6th grade because the name of the album was the date, and that would have been '01.
No, it wasn't recent. It was just the album I had that was autographed. No, at the time, like fucking like the Yeah was probably like a year old at that point.
So that would have been like '05 then, because it was '04. Yeah, it was on Confessions.
So, but no, she wasn't like she was like, oh yeah, I like that, because obviously that probably was probably what got her into it.
You couldn't just look on the back of the of the case.
I mean, I could have been.
Damn, I love.
Yeah, I could have, but then she would have seen me do it.
Yeah, I love Interlude.
I love track 7.
Intro's fire, man. I love intro.
You know, I don't like to think of it as in tracks. I like to think of it just one continuous song.
Mm-hmm. It's like, 'cause it's like a body of work, you know, kind of ebbs and flows into each other, kind of melds nicely. But look at this cover, though, right?
And
It's
it
a
was
6-pack of work.
this was just nothing but just like backfiring, because also it's like being that into Usher at 11 years old is like I think I'm just gay at that point.
It doesn't help. We do think that, like, oh, if we have something in common with these girls, they're gonna like us.
I don't think that anymore.
But I'm talking about at that time.
Yeah.
We're talking about like
bro.
middle school.
I remember one time my cousin was like showing me her. She was showing me her like LimeWire. She was like downloading some stuff, and she was like showing me like music. And I remember like she was showing me like how to download music on LimeWire. And then one of the things she was downloading was like, I don't know, it was like Usher naked or something like that. And then I was like, oh, what's this? And then she was like, oh, I think it just accidentally, when you download one of the songs, it accidentally downloads with it. And I was like, oh, I was like probably like 8. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
This is a girl
now
cousin?
I'm just like, wait, what?
This is a girl cousin?
Yeah, girl cousin.
Okay.
No, if it was a guy cousin.
Well, we were at first we were like, is this going to be how you tried to fuck your cousin?
No. I'm like, yeah, baby. Oh, shut up.
You're trying to find something in common with your cousin?
It's
It doesn't take
It's
that.
a bonus track. Calm down.
I'll say this: it's not that hard to be Arab and fuck your cousin.
No,
I'm
you're
trying
allowed
not
to do it.
Yeah, it's actually you're required to do
She
it.
counts as 2 wives, though.
Exactly. I mean, that's the
Because she's
hard
overweight.
part. Yeah. Yeah.
Does your mom wear her job?
She does. She didn't always.
Have you ever seen your mom?
She's like a ghost, you know. She's like
I don't know what my mom looks like.
she's an AI algorithm, I think. She could be.
Dude, what if Mo walks in on his mom just without the hijab? He just finds out his mom's hot as shit.
Like, damn, Dad pulled that.
I'd be shocked.
Damn, your dad has to fuck your mom like, you know how you fuck through like the underwear hole. Your mom has one of those.
My
You
dad
Got
was-
It Bad was on that Usher album.
Well, the clit's kind of the hijab of the pussy.
Yeah, it's covered. Well,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that
So we got to
big.
take it off to free the women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get rid of it.
That's why the Africans cut
The
it
clit
off.
is repressive to women.
Exactly. It's very
And
repressive.
that's why
It's
the
it's
Africans
repressive.
cut it off because they're
Yeah.
progressive.
They're very progressive.
I mean, if you think about it, in the Barbie movie, none of them had clits, and they were ruling the world.
Exactly. Women, stop.
But also
thinking
no
with-
nipples,
Women,
which is the
stop
pleasure zone.
fucking thinking with your clits, okay?
How do they have more? Well, I guess it's because they're toys.
Yeah.
I thought the Barbie movie was like, it was just like that's their world and that's kind of it. But you said it kind of correlates to them being toys. So I guess it doesn't matter. Because I was gonna say, how do you make more Barbies if they don't have like pussies to have like children?
It must be like each toy like each person in Barbie Land represents all the copies of them in the real world.
Why did this old woman still have all these Barbies? She
Oh.
had this collection of Barbies then, still, from what you're saying.
It's America Ferrera. It's
Yeah.
her Barbie.
Yeah, I know. But you said it was just that Barbie was hers. I
Well,
thought you were saying all the Barbies in this land was her Barbie land. So she had
all the
these
Barbies that. Well, again, I told you the movie did not do a good job of connecting the two worlds, because that starts off to where Barbie in the Barbie Land, she gets flat feet because she doesn't automatically walk on her toes anymore, and then she also gets a little bit of cellulite. So all of the other Barbies are like, yeah, you need to leave and go find out what's wrong with your toy avatar, before you can come back. And so that's why they leave Barbie Land.
Oh, they're like, bitch, you're gross. You can't sit with us at lunch anymore.
So yeah, it starts with her like in the beginning where she's like, "Do you guys ever think about death?" And then everybody's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Who said that?
The Margot Robbie.
I was like, well, yeah, she doesn't talk to guys then, cause like yeah, all the time.
Well, the Kens don't think all they think about is getting noticed by Barbie. Helen Mirren is the narrator of the movie.
Oh, okay.
To America Ferrera, here it is from Elle magazine, because I guess it was so powerful.
Okay, yeah, this is what she says. It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart. She's saying this to Barbie after she's like depressed that Ken took over Barbie Land. It kills me that you don't think you're good enough. Like we have to always be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. This is just a list of platitudes, by the way. You have to be thin, but not too thin. You can never say you want to be thin. You have to say you want to be healthy, but you also have to be thin.
The healthy thing, don't blame that on guys. That's a girl thing to say, I don't want to be thin, I want to be healthy. That's a girl thing.
I like a thick bitch.
You have to have money, but you can't ask for money because that's crass. What guy can ask for money?
I know girls ask for money all the time. You ever heard of not social security? Like most of Section 8 housing is for women. Most of like government assistance is for women. Most
here's my Venmo QR code is for women.
Most
No,
people,
dude, not even that far. That's actually like necessary. Bitches even just post their Cash App on their birthday.
That's what I just said.
They
Yeah.
expect guys to send them money.
yeah, most like full adults living at home are women.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we talking about? Y'all are the least like people willing to have dignity than. That's why you don't see as many homeless women, because they have people that will take care of them more often. You see mostly homeless guys.
What was that one black? There was a black guy who was the first black kid allowed into a white school, and the teachers made him take the class from out in the hallway. We'll put his desk in the hallway.
You're acting up. Quit acting up in class. You're being loud and disruptive.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, but I love that he's a field student.
Just using the same stuff. Javante, get out the hallway. You're acting up. You're acting up and disrupting all those students learning.
I mean, that's how.
Just being in the class.
He's just there. He's just sitting. He's just there. He's wearing glasses.
You're
disruptive.
You are bothering everyone with your skin right now. Go outside.
Your skin is being very loud right now.
With your beat bopping skin.
Your jazz skin is that probably is more racist than the N-word to say someone has jazz skin.
Your skin is just bothering all our white women right now.
It's making them hot and bothered.
You see, they can put up the Emmett Till statue.
Oh, where?
I don't know, but they just signed.
making it.
Biden just signed some bill the other day about putting up the Emmett Till statue because it was his birthday.
Oh yeah, it's in Chicago.
He's
It's
gonna
in
put it
Chicago.
up. Oh, it's in Chicago.
It's gonna be in Chicago. I
Okay.
think at the church where his funeral was.
Okay.
You think it's just gonna be him with like his hands in his pocket, just whistling? Just
It makes like a whistling sound. Anytime white women walk by,
It's gonna have like
just automatically.
It's gonna be like the cartoon wolf eyeballing a white girl.
Hawooga.
No, it's just like Mexican person walks by, nothing. Black person walks by, nothing. White woman with big titties, fat ass, woo!
Where you going, girl?
Dragging all that wagon.
Well, I didn't know my fries came with a shake.
No, but we have to have a whole different slate of conversation for people that are like over 20 and people that are under 20.
Yeah.
Because like internet,
That's
social media
true,
moves
too.
so fast.
It does make it different.
Like
for
generations are usually considered like 15-ish years. Like generations
Yeah.
are smaller now because of like different advents of social media.
Sure. Yeah. It's what
TikTok
shows you watch on
generation is
Disney
way
Channel.
different from Instagram generation.
Yeah, and then even like us, like we're kind of like Vine generation too. Like when we were like young.
I was thinking we're more like Facebook generation because that's kind of what was popping when we were in high school.
No, you're still on Club Penguin.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
It was like a metaverse for like little kids back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's where we all learned how to be
I thought
gay.
that was new because I've heard.
It's
people
where we
talk about
learned
it
how.
now.
It's where we learned where to get molested.
She's asking, hey, you found any good spots recently?
There was a handful of those.
I'm in the cool math generation.
There was a handful of those To Catch a Predator shows that was like it was from Club Penguin transcripts. Like I'm not joking. Like there was like at least a good. I at least saw like 4 or 5 of them.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Chris Hansen really milked the shit out of that. Like he's done like 5 different series of that same show.
Oh yeah, it's his version of like having a get her done. Like he's gonna be like he's gonna be doing that till he's like 80 years old.
I'm Chris Hansen, and you're on. What are we on now?
Season 58.
If
No,
you're
they're different
messaging a child,
shows.
it's like, if you're messaging a child on Club Penguin, you might be a child molester.
Here's
You
your,
might have a hard penis.
here's your cuffs.
Here's your prison sentence.
Damn, I used to love blue collar comedy.
They call me Tater Molester.
They call me "Don't Let Me Out" at rec time. I'm afraid. I was watching Amy Schumer Barbie.
Oh yeah, you definitely weren't getting hard.
It was dead.
Also, like, women are the reason there's racism. Can we just admit that for once real quick?
No, I wouldn't say racism. I would say more violence.
No, they're the reason there's specifically white women. White women are the reason there's racism.
It's like you want to fuck this black guy?
Yeah, literally all of like white men's like animosity towards black men is literally like they might fuck my white wife. So
But you could argue that's their own thing, though.
what do you mean that's their own thing?
Because yes, they might want to, but like, why do you care specifically that it's black? Wouldn't you also care the same if they were like a white guy?
No, I would still love my wife
Exactly.
equally.
So that's their own thing.
Like, but that literally created a couple of subsections on.
But that's where
Pornhub,
that's where the rage is coming from. Is like this black guy might fuck my white wife. But now it should go. It should go towards like, yeah, go fuck her. Like this white pussy sucks. Like white men just need to start fucking Arab and Asian and like Hispanic pussy now.
Brandon wants someone to make porn for him.
It's just white guys getting different pussy. I'm pretty sure there's plenty.
Getting Arab pussy.
There isn't really Arab porn other than Mia Khalifa.
Not in the United States, but I feel like in like Europe, I did see like.
Is that why like no one's hiring her to do like any other like regular jobs? So like, can you just make more porn?
You have a monopoly on this one porn.
Yeah.
Because she said like she's tried to get like regular jobs because she wasn't in like the traditional porn industry for that long.
Yeah, she did it for like a month or something apparently.
Yeah, that's how good she was.
Yeah.
Like she's top Pornhub searches today,
Yeah.
10 years later.
Well,
But
dude,
she
just-
said like she was like a paralegal and she worked at like a real estate office and like
Jesus.
people were just following her all the time and they were like kind of worried about her safety, so they had to like let her, or she decided to like leave.
But think about how much of a hot commodity she is. Like, there's plenty of guys who think Arab girls are hot, but just can't jack off to them because there's no porn of them. She gave guys what they've been waiting for, and some guys what they didn't even know that they wanted.
Yeah, but this bitch is 30 years old now. We need to.
Someone fresh.
Okay, like Jordan had his run. We need a LeBron now. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's also like funny too that now they're still doing hijabi porn. Like that's still a thing that exists. But just get Mexican girls to do it. It does not hit the same. I'm sorry.
Only you can tell the difference though, because
Yeah.
you're just like, that's not my sister.
That's not my cousin.
They got the same hairy arms though.
Yeah,
They do.
They do. Same mustache. Get that mustache.
You ever
off
make
my
out with a
girl.
girl who
No,
had a who
never.
had a mustache?
My mom.
But it was covered by the hijab, so you didn't
Oh
notice.
yeah, no, I didn't know. I thought she was a guy actually. So I thought it was okay.
You're just like, a woman.
Oh, gross! Oh, where's the soap?
I wouldn't mind making out with a girl with a mustache at this point.
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah.
Just get someone with a dick at this point.
Yeah, get a trans girl.
No.
You be passport bros with me?
What is
You'll
that?
be a passport, bro. Where are you planning on going?
I just imagine him.
know.
I don't know. I'm just thinking we just
Go
fuck
to
our
Niger.
passports.
To Nigeria? You want a traditional girl?
It's like $300 for a passport. I ain't got it right now, man.
And that doesn't even count the trip.
Nope. Yeah, you still need like a
Bro,
grand. Even like to go somewhere shitty, you need at least like a G.
Yeah.
Should I be on 90 Day Fiance?
Just you can get them to pay for your wedding.
I know.
Yeah, it's nice.
They might pay for your trip too.
Yeah.
I thought about trying to submit to win that Barbie dream house just because like hey, I have a house.
Love Barbie Dream
Yeah.
House.
I thought you brought up the HGTV. They're in like cross promotion with the Barbie movie.
I didn't know they were giving away a house.
Yeah, at the end of
I
it,
just
they
saw
give it away.
I just know they had stuff where they're doing Barbie.
No,
stuff.
you could like it's just like a thing online. You fill it out and they're gonna give it away.
Was that the same thing like when Danimals said that you could win a free meet and greet with Zach and Cody? Is it the same thing?
Who?
Danimals.
You ate so much yogurt.
The yogurt?
Yeah, the yogurt. Like if you like open one and it said like, oh hey, you can win a free chance to meet Zach and Cody on deck.
On
But
dick.
I don't know if anybody ever met them.
I already had fucking algebra with the girl from On Deck. Why do I need to meet them?
It's
You
Zach
didn't have
and
to eat
Cody.
nothing. And she's gross anyway.
She is gross.
Plus, no one wants to hang out with Cody anyway. I just want to hang out with Zach.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanna hang
We'll
out-
get in shenanigans together.
Zach seemed like he got pussy.
I want to hang out with Mr. Mosby.
Well, yeah.
Because he keeps a tight ship.
He does.
I bet he has no hair on his asshole.
No. Well,
That's smooth sailing right there, brother.
Yeah. Well, did you see, like, in the Sweet Life on Deck, he ended up actually, I think, like, getting married or something to, like...
Was he on that show?
Yeah, he was. He became
I was way too old at that point to watch that show.
But I had little sisters who, like, still watched it. So, like, I kept up with a little bit. He got, like, married to...
White girl.
the white teacher.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Come on, bro. You can't have two people of the same race getting married together on Disney Channel unless they're both white. It's illegal.
So he didn't get Ashley Tisdale.
No, he didn't. He's trying, but no.
Brandon wanted to marry Ashley Tisdale so he can get all the free candy.
Right.
Can you explain that reference to me?
She sold candy at the hotel.
Right. That's right.
That was her job. But that would have been fine because she was older than you.
Yeah, older, a little more
Ashley Tisdale.
experienced.
Yeah, all of them are older than me.
Okay, I'm explaining that to the audience.
You know, for a show though that was like the original show was based in Boston, it wasn't racist enough. It didn't feel like Boston.
Yeah, Mr. Mosby's a manager?
They didn't throw any batteries at Mr. Mosby. He just comes in. He just comes into work every day as a knot on his head. Fuck, another one.
Some like guy, like Boston guys, there. It's like, hey, yeah, let me speak to the fucking manager of the establishment. And Mr. Mose walks like,
do you ever-
hello.
Yeah, they should,
What's the problem, sir?
they should have had an episode where Mark Wahlberg beats the shit out of Brenda Song.
He didn't have a room there. He just wanted to talk to the manager because he knew he's black.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's one of yous.
Can I see you outside?
Wish I watched more of these shows.
Yeah.
But you don't have to watch a show. You just make a dumb Mark Wahlberg reference about him beating up a black guy.
A black
or
guy.
an Asian guy.
Or beating up an Asian guy. Or going, just imagine just him going to the hotel for Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. Oh, man, this place is great. I'm so excited to go on vacation with my whole family.
Why is Mark Wahlberg Mickey Mouse?
Because
he's excited.
He's excited.
Oh,
He's excited because he found a Chinese girl to beat up.
He just goes in.
His hand is shaking because he about to bitch slap somebody.
He's like, oh, man, I'm glad I'm finally back in Boston so I can go to an all-white hotel just like
what the
I
fuck is
wanted."
this?
Oh, shit. He got Asians owning the fucking hotel. And they got
fucking named after this bitch? I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Oh, shit. Fuck, man, I gotta speak to the fucking manager. Get the manager out here.
What the fuck is this? I said I want the manager, not the fucking janitor.
I wanted the manager, not the man boob. Man boob.
This works, man. It's a Disney show. You can do that voice.
When are we gonna have like some like young adults, not young adults, but like 20s and 30s like action stars? Like all the action stars are old.
They always try, but like none of them.
Because
Nobody wants to do a new franchise anymore.
Not even that. It's like everyone is a pussy now. Like Tom Holland's like the newest action star to the highest degree.
But that's because
our action stars are The Rock 50, Liam Neeson 89.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his name? Aquaman.
Dude, fucking.
He's in his 40s.
Clint Eastwood's like 93. He was just in a movie. He was just in a movie where he's like kicking ass and having.
He's dating a 30-year-old.
No. Remember, he was just in a movie where he's like kicking ass and like having threesomes. Remember that? The Mule.
Oh.
Yeah, he has like 2 separate threesomes in that movie.
Damn.
And he's like
Dude,
he's like 90 years old in that.
I'd love to write and direct a movie where I get to have 2 threesomes at 90 years old.
Girls love talking about experience and like, why doesn't the guy with someone older, they have some experience? Why don't they fuck Clint Eastwood? He has all the experience.
That's true.
You don't think he knows all the techniques? He knows all the finger popping plays?
Yeah.
He's probably fucked someone like a Hollywood Scarlet from like decades ago. Like he's probably like fucked like Anne Margaret or something.
He fucked Queen Elizabeth.
She wishes.
He fucked Marlon Brando when he was hot.
Didn't Marlon Brando fuck Richard Pryor?
Yeah, I think Marlon Brando's fucked a lot of guys. And so is Richard
No, but that's
Pryor.
like a real rumor, Hollywood rumor.
I think that's like pretty much.
that.
You never heard that? I think it's pretty much a fact that Richard Pryor got fucked by Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Like it's like a fact.
Is that why he lit himself on fire? Because I'm flaming now. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's like straight up, dude. Well, back in the day, dude, I feel like
You know what's weird? I don't want it to not be true. Like I don't want somebody to be like, no, it didn't happen, and here's the
Yeah.
proof. I'll be like, this is like.
How could you prove that? That sucks.
I don't know, but if they
That
would,
sucks about like trying to prove that you're not gay. There's no way to prove you're not gay. There's no way.
no.
what if
Especially
you
someone-
film sex with a
Especially
woman?
if someone like names
Doesn't matter.
somebody else that
There's
you fucked.
another day.
Yeah. It's like imagine like after both of you guys die and then I'm still somehow alive and I'm like, man, do you know that like Brandyn and Malcolm used to fuck all the time? And you guys aren't alive to like defend yourself. I'm just like, yeah, man. They used
I was
to,
gonna
like,
say I'd
have
probably live
sex
longer than
all
you,
the
but I'm
time.
probably not.
I mean, you don't know
I'm probably not.
because
My-
you're unhappy and you're sad.
Well, that and also my family dies like in their 50s. So
Oh shit, damn.
You're middle aged right now.
I'm past middle age.
He's about to go.
Middle
through
age
his-
is like 25.
Yeah, he's already gone through his midlife crisis.
I'm on the back 9.
Yeah, you're gonna get a fancy sports car.
Oh yeah. I gotta figure out what color is your Bugatti.
Your Bugatti.
Yeah, my family lives for fucking
Bugatti.
ever, unless they get cancer. But even if they get cancer, like that's when they just die regular. Because like
Yeah.
my grandmother got cancer. She lived with leukemia for 20 years.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She died at
You
70.
got money?
No.
No.
She lived in a house smaller than this.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's shitting on your house.
You know, it's a small house. It's fine.
I thought it was.
No, we need to let people know this is not it. You paid like fucking $1 trillion
I did not.
for a closet that you can drive your
I
car
thought it was
into.
nice.
I like my house, but it's not like a huge house.
No, I'm not saying it's not nice. I'm just saying for how much money you spend for it.
Hey, that's-
this isn't it.
That's 2023, man. Where you gonna get a better deal?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying it shouldn't be this bad.
But it is.
Anyway, 78. She died of cancer,
What kind?
leukemia. She had it for 20 years. She got diagnosed the year before I was born, and then she died when I was.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Like region-wise, where to start?
It's just leukemia, man.
Doesn't it start like specifically in a spot?
No, leukemia is cancer of the blood.
Oh. My grandpa had asshole cancer.
Because he was a dickhead.
He had HIV.
Damn,
He got it
that's
from
the way
your
to make it
grandfather.
sound better.
How many grandparents you got left?
One.
Me too. I got one left.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
One OG and one tagged in. The step grandparent.
Damn.
Spin-off grandparent.
Step by step.
New cast edition.
Yeah. It's the new Aunt Viv.
The light skinned grandparents.
That's Mexican grandma, right?
Yeah.
So what happened to is Mexican grandpa? Did they divorce or did he just die?
Well, one and then the other.
Okay. You know, my grandfather just died in December. He was 92.
I've never even heard of these numbers.
My grandmother currently, she's gonna be 91 in a few months.
Damn.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's too long.
My girl's grandma's 90, but that's the oldest grandparent she has.
Why would you want to live that long?
She's doing great though. She has a lot of fun. So
Doing what?
she goes on like adventures, like with her like little like old people group. They go to places.
She goes on yachts.
she's going on Fresh and Fit next week, actually.
You're past your prime.
Your eggs are gone. You're past your prime. Come on.
I've already had a full family. So, bitch, don't you want another one?
What do you think you're gonna do?
What are you going to do with your life?
There's a lot of old people still around. Fucking
Yeah.
Bob Barker's still around.
Yeah.
I thought he died recently.
No, he's 99.
That's too much.
Damn.
Henry
Is he going to do it? Because Betty White couldn't do it. She was so close.
Let's see how close he is. Henry Kissinger just turned 100. Ooh, he's got, what is that? He's got until December 12th. What is that? This 4 months? 5 months?
That's a long time for that age. That's forever for that age.
I don't know, because I looked at an actuarial table. Apparently, when you're 90, when you get to 90, your chance of dying within a year is 1 in 10. So that's
not bad odds.
That's 90%. You're probably not going to die that year, though.
So what's the comparison to now, or to people our age, though?
Our age is like 1 in 30. Did you see Mitch McConnell like paused in time?
Oh yeah. He was part of like time server. Someone just like clicked their watch and just stopped it for a second.
You know what we're talking about?
And they just like pulled his pants down.
He had like the most evilest seizure I've ever seen, where he's just like staring into space and time. He's not doing any good. He's not doing any favors to that whole like, no, we're not evil space lizards theory.
Yeah.
Like,
How old is he?
He's maybe 81. He's probably like a year older than
Maybe.
Biden.
People got to stop thinking that like these old people can still be like this level of functional.
Yeah.
It's
But
too much.
compared to the rest of government, he's a baby. No, he's probably older than Biden actually.
If he's 81, he is. Yeah, and he's 81 because Biden's 80.
Dude, I saw this thing like online where it was like this like transcript from this guy who was like Mitch McConnell apparently hired to like be a prostitute for him. And apparently, like, when he walked into the room, Mitch McConnell was on the bed on all fours, just spread. And the guy walked in, and he like went up to Mitch McConnell's ass. Apparently, Mitch McConnell just has freckles, just all over that's all. And then the guy was like kind of grossed out because like it looked like disgusted. It looked like kind of like shit. He's trying to like get off. And then Mitch McConnell was just like, "Oh no, those are just my little ladybugs. don't mind those." And then the guy just got really weirded
You
out.
have to do in your foghorn leghorn accent.
Those are just my ladybugs.
Those are just my little
Those how would you know what your asshole looks like? That's you need
how
a
many
friend.
guys he's hired to fuck him in the ass. Someone stole him.
This is the levels of like the amount of elderly people, because you see like Dianne Feinstein is just literally a skeleton now,
Yeah.
and it's just she's like in a chair. Dude, look up Dianne Feinstein right now. She's a senator from New York. But this isn't the first that's happened. Like Strom Thurmond was like 100 years old,
Yeah.
still in the Senate. He was so fucking old they had to like remind him that he's racist.
Jesus.
He would come and go in like
90.
Who?
Her.
Dianne Feinstein?
You know
90.
what though? She doesn't have to be that dysfunctional at 90, but she just is.
Yeah, because like fucking heck, Clint Eastwood's still having threesomes, and he's 94.
I know, man.
He ain't having the threesome with Dianne Feinstein.
Well, he wrote
Not
it
a fun
in.
one.
He wrote it in for himself. And then this guy with the 10-inch dick walks in the room.
It's smaller than mine.
Hell yeah.
The 27-year-old laid out pleasantly,
Yeah.
ready for my body.
And the girls thought he was, or the 28-year-old guy, like, who tried to get her, like, just looked sadly in the corner. His name was Adam, 22.
The guy was watching me fuck his girl way better than him. And he was like, yeah,
He's like, yeah.
I'm taking notes.
I had a gun to his head.
And then when they finally left my house, I told them, get off my lawn.
The second I peeled off my adult diapers, the girls were all soaked.
They were aroused as soon as they heard of the Velcro ripping from my depends. They were moist for me.
Just like my diapers were moist from me.
And the girl comes like, I don't know if I like these rewrites, Clint. It's like, it's something,
They're on.
there's something about this.
The writers are on strike. What are you going to do about it?
Do you want the job or not? I can replace you with an AI tomorrow.
Clint, can you spell AI?
My name isn't Clint anymore. Call me Clint.
Clint, Clit, East. Clint,
Clint eats. Never
Eats.
mind.
Whoops.
Never mind.
Flashback from the 60s when I hung out with Richard Pryor.
Wait a minute. Just kidding. I don't do that.
You know what? On second
Anymore.
thought, I am going to do a rewind.
You're right, honey. Clint.
I forgot. Ever
Clit.
since 1980, I decided to be straight. Whoops. You want to
Okay.
close it out?
That's the show. Like and follow, and who gives a shit? Bye.
That was a good one.